When is the last time you really sat down and thought about your vision for your life? When's the last time you visualized your future and thought about what you want to achieve? Drop that in the comments before I really get into this video, because I'm curious. I want to know. When's the last time you really took some time to think about what you want and what you want your life to look like? I'm not talking about daydreaming, but really sitting down and having a clear picture and image of what you want in your life. This is something that should be done regularly if you want to get anywhere close to attaining it. See, having a vision, it creates motivation, passion, drive, it energizes you. And if you don't have a vision, it's kind of like driving a car that doesn't have any fuel, no power. It's just drained. The battery is dead and you can't even start the engine. It's when you get out of bed and you feel heavy, sloppy, just it's such a chore to do everything. But suddenly with vision, with a clear vision especially, you're energized. You have all this potential force inside you, all this power. And without it, again, you deflate. You become lethargic. We need vision. Take some time to think, who do I want to be? Who do I want to be around? And what do I want to be doing? Where do I want to be? All of that is so important. Finally, why do I want all of this? Just taking 5 to 10 minutes a day. A little bit of planning, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes can save a lifetime of execution and trying and working and hustling. We are working so hard. So many of us grinding away at our job or our business. We're putting in so much time, but do we even know what for? Are we really that clear? Every move that we make should have that passion infused into it because we know what we're working towards. See, when I was still a janitor, before I started making 6 figures as a coach and being a motivational speaker and working with different companies, I used to hate my job. I didn't like it at all. I was angry at it. This is the best I could do, really, a janitor. It's embarrassing. But towards the end of that career, it was a relatively short one, I actually loved the job because I had a vision of me being a successful speaker, a coach, making content, impacting people on an incredibly deep level. And so every time I was mopping floors, I was excited. It sounds crazy. Well, who could enjoy scrubbing toilets? Me. Because I have a vision. And so could you. If you have a vision, if every time you mop, you think to yourself, man, this is one mop towards me helping people all over the world. It changes the way you mop. It changes the way that you approach everything. See, if you're working out and you're thinking, never gonna get in shape, this sucks, man, I'm so tired, it hurts, not gonna get very far. But if in your mind you're holding, I'm gonna be in the best shape of my life, my vitality is coming back, I feel alive, I feel energized, I'm ready to have this incredible body that I deserve. Wow. All of a sudden you can lift so much more. All of a sudden you can run that much further. You have that little bit of extra energy, more capacity that only comes from vision. But if you don't have that vision, you're empty. It's difficult. It's heavy. It feels exhausting. Everything you're trying is hard. And so if you've had that feeling or you relate to that at all, take the time to really get clear on your vision. And it can be hard because you might say, well, I don't know what it is. Well, that means you didn't spend enough time just being silent, being patient, and letting it arrive. You see, we are overstimulated. Overall, as a society, we just have too much stimulation. So our brain is used to having all these inputs. And when you sit by yourself in a room, it's like you can't hold still. You're going crazy. But if you take the time, 15, 20, 30 minutes, your mind will quiet and you can start asking yourself some very important questions. you start to gain some power. You actually start to feel like you can channel your thoughts and your energy instead of just sitting there and being in reaction. You see, most of us are just looking for a distraction all the time because we don't feel good inside, because we're not achieving our goal, because we don't have a vision. So when we don't work hard, or we give up too early. But you can end this cycle by taking the time and pushing through that resistance, or rather just embracing it, not even fighting it. Just being okay with that. Hey, you're probably not going to know right away. You're not going to know. It's going to take some time. If you haven't thought about it lately, maybe you won't be clear. If you thought about it in the last few months, maybe it'll be easier for you. But either way, without this, saying, I don't know what I want to do, I don't know what my passion is, of course you're going to say that because you never really listen to yourself. You never really let yourself even listen to your inner voice and your intuition. See, that thing will whisper, it won't shout. Your heart doesn't scream at you, it just barely whispers. And if you don't listen closely, you won't hear it. You'll miss it, and then it's gone. And then you stimulate yourself, you go do something to feel better, and then you forget. And then you just slip into the stream, and you're on autopilot. And there, your life is passing you by. Time goes so quickly, before you know it, you're in your mid-30s, you're in your mid-40s, you're in your mid-50s, and life just keeps going faster and faster, it seems. But if you stop and pause, time slows down. Yes, it's unpleasant at first because you're used to stimulation and you're used to just being filled with dopamine release. But when you take that time, you relax, you take it in, you slow down, your thinking slows down. The quality and vibrational frequency of your thoughts goes up. And now you're able to actually feel your intuition. You can start to imagine and envision. A lot of people say, well, I can't see, I can't visualize, I struggle. It's because you're not really giving yourself a chance. You're thinking that it has to come right away. You have to be patient. Maybe it takes you a few days of practice. But creating that vision and really seeing it in your mind and visualizing it is essential, because without that, there's no real fuel. You'll just keep going about your life as you always have. And it'll always be the same. And if you're okay with that, great. But if you want anything different or any upgrade or any step up, this has to happen. You have to take the time, because it changes everything when your car is fully charged, full of fuel, ready to go. The vehicle needs to be energized for results to happen. I hope that you enjoyed the video. Make sure that you subscribe and turn on your notification bell so that you don't miss a single upload. And if you'd like to experience a real breakthrough and some massive progress in your life, sign up for coaching. It's in the bottom left of your screen right now. If you click on that, you'll go to my website and you can book a free consultation to get us started.